I'm Melanie Traylor, and today I'm introducing you to a brand new fabric collection of mine. This one is gonna come out late March and start shipping late March, early April. Little change up on the color palette, not by a lot, but you know, I gravitate towards certain colors that I always want to be using. But a lot of you have, you know, reached out and said, you know, you want to see some blues. So I have begrudgingly added blue to this collection. It's called Made of Magic. The theme is just things that around, you know, in nature that I find can be magical sometimes. So that's the loose theme. We are selling this in bundles, kits, and yardage. I'm going to talk about all the ways that you can order it in a bit, but I thought I would go ahead and show you and tell you about each individual print first. All right, so here we go. I introduced this print to you in my last collection, Ethereal. Which at the time of recording this video, that collection hasn't come out yet. It's all low volumes. But I told you that I had done these in different colors. So this is Free Spirit, and we have it in two colorways. This one here is Iced, and this one is Aquamarine. And this, I really, really love this print. And I think it would just make just an amazing backing to a quilt. I mean, also, you know, you definitely could fussy cut or, you know, things like that. But it's calm enough to act as a blender too. So this is the Free Spirit print. All right, and then we have another blender. I love these blenders because they just calm your quilt down, right? I mean, you have to have them or you can't have the busier prints. So this print is called New Beginnings. This is the Orchid Smoke colorway, and this is the Quartz colorway, and it is mushrooms. They're pretty big size, so if you've got some bigger fussy cutting to do, this one would definitely work. But again, it just really acts like, you know, a blender. They're both semi shades of, you know, purpley violet shades. This is very, very similar to lavender, but not quite. It's kind of a pinky. And this one also very close to like a light violet. So that is New Beginnings. All right, this print is really the heart of the collection, and it's called Heart Song, and this is the almond colorway, and this is the ivory colorway, and it's got hummingbirds. All right, this is meant to be this is definitely a brown, right? But it is kind of an unusual shade of brown where it kind of acts as almost a berry color too. I don't know if you can see that, but to me, it would go right with your dark pinks to reds. And then this is definitely just, you know, ivory, so a creamy colored. And this one, you know, great fussy cutting opportunity. All right, so that is Heart Song. I love these types of prints that tie everything together. This one is called Musings. This is the Carolina colorway, and this is the Alabaster colorway. So here's that blue. Here's that blue print. And then this one's a little bit more colorful, the Alabaster. And you can see all the little tiny bits in it. I really had fun drawing this. This is actually a whole bunch of drawings combined, and these mushrooms were actually, you know, ones that were growing in my yard. And then some of these ferny bits were little bits that I pulled from the woods around our house. So let me show you the blue one up close, because I never ever add blue to my collections, but here it is. All right, so that's Musings. So this one is, I think this is our first geometric so far. So geometric blender-ish, or this one's definitely a blender. This one is the Charmed or Charm colorway, and this is the Brie colorway. And just really, really simple. They're larger than you think they are. So I would say maybe not quite half an inch, but definitely a companion fabric to help, you know, the others shine. All right, so that is In the Moment. All right, this print is called Soothing Breeze. This is the Pinky Peach colorway, which you've seen Pinky Peach from me in multiple collections. This one is the Chiffon colorway. So it's a little bit of a brighter white. And definitely one of my favorites that I've done. It's very watercolory, multicolors going on. And then this one really, really ties in that turquoise of that Free Spirit aquamarine fabric that we already looked at. So that is Soothing Breeze. This one is called Land of Play. This is the Fog colorway, and this is the Conch colorway. So this one, a blender again. It's geometric, but it's also could be a floral. I really, really, really like this one. But I'm glad to finally have something very neutral in this type of gray color, because this is the first time I've used gray in any of my collections as well. So again, that is Land of Play. All right, this one is called Drops of Rain, and this is the Porcelain, and this is the Tea Rose. And I have to tell you that this is probably one of my favorite fabrics coming out of this collection. I love the texture that these type of geometric prints create, and I can see myself, you know, creating an entire line of this fabric in different colors, which is something that's, you know, kind of on my radar for fairly soon. But it's watercolor droplets, and I just think it is so fun, so yummy. This one really ties in that blue. You've got a little pop of yellow here, and there's a pop of yellow in several of the fabrics, but there's no yellow fabric. So if you were looking for that pop, you know, there it is. And there's a little bit of that fog gray color too. But I love, particularly this one, but I love both of these prints so much. All right, so that is Drops of Rain. All right, this is Promises print. This is the Bavarian colorway, and this is the Bisque colorway. And again, this is a fabric with lots of colors that kind of ties everything together. Really tiny floral. And it has a very, very hand-drawn look to it. Of course, most of my collections have a hand-drawn look to it, but this one I think is kind of screaming it at you. So that is the Bisque, and then here is the Bavarian. It's so sweet. I can't wait to use this. So that, again, is Promises. All right, there's only one of this print. This one is Moonbeams in Spring. This is a very, very light shade of aqua, blender, geometric, and then ties a lot of stuff together. I mean, these blenders, again, if you could see how this calms these busy prints down a lot. And I'll show you the whole collection together in just a minute. But that is Moonbeams in Spring. And this last one, I think this is actually, yeah, this is a print that I showed you from my ethereal collection. And it's called Live in Sunshine. And this is the Brandy colorway. So I think you've seen it before in a low volume. Another geometric, another blender. I like this print. And it's another shade of brown. So there's only 2 shades of brown in the collection, and this one's a little bit lighter than the Heart Song almond fabric. All right, so here they are all together. Kind of, sort of, light to dark, not quite, but grouped by colorways too. So you can see that this is a very light, very pastel-ish collection with
more low volumes than I normally add in. Just a ton of low volumes. So this collection would be great for like your lighter colored quilt. You want to make a lighter colored quilt that's real soft. This is a great collection to use. It, has those touches of a little bit darker, but even the darks are kind of, medium. So let's take a look at the mock-ups.
All right, so here we are at meanderandmake.com. There's a couple of ways that you can order these. You can come over here to the search bar and, type in Made of Magic. You can also come over here to fabric, and you want to go to the collections assortment, and then you just scroll down. They're in alphabetical order until you find Made of Magic. Made of Magic. All right. So this is everything that we have for sale for Made of Magic, or with the Made of Magic fabric collection. So most people will want to just grab a bundle, right? You can click on the bundle listing, and if I haven't said it already, Made of Magic is 20 pieces, and there's a couple of pictures that you can look at if you want another look at the fabrics, and then you would click, do you want the fat quarter cuts or do you want the half yard cuts? And just remember that this is a pre-order, so these fabrics aren't expected to start shipping until the very end of March, or around April 1st. All right, so that's one way to purchase. Another way to purchase is by yardage. So our yardage listing looks like this. And when we pre-sell fabrics, we pre-sell them by the yard. So you can only purchase, a yard plus. But if you come over here and click, like, say, Drops of Rain Porcelain, it will show you the fabric that is named that. So you can come over here and pick which fabrics you want. So maybe you want fabric for the back of your quilt, or maybe you want, just a piece here and there, not the whole collection. This would be how you would order that. And if you're on a mobile device, this may look a little bit differently. You might have to do a little bit of, scrolling to see it, because I believe this is the first thing you see, and then these pre-order options are below it. So you may have to, click on it, then scroll back up to see the picture. So just a look at that. All right, now let's talk kits, because there's no better way to see what a fabric collection looks like together than in a mock-up. And I've mocked up almost all of my patterns in Made of Magic. So here you have, Made of Magic and Attic Window. If you click the Attic Window kit, you can buy just the foreground, which is, all the colored pieces of fabric, but you can also add background. So if you click one of these options, say you want Bella Off-White for your background, you click that option, give it a second, and then it changes the background color to that solid. So you can scroll through here and see, what this collection or in this pattern would look like with different backgrounds, and pick the one that you want to make or find the most appealing. Hello Posy has a scrappy background option, but I just want to say how cute. How cute is that quilt? I really, really like this collection in Hello Posy. Hello Posy is always one of our most popular kits for every collection, and if you weren't around in 2022, we have video tutorials for every step of this this quilt pattern over on the Southern Charm Quilt website. But anyway, there's Hello Posy. Let's take a look at a few more of these. All right, Lulu. Lulu is always my favorite mock-up to make. Not as popular of a quilt, but it's one of my favorites. And again, you can buy just the foreground fabric, which would just be this, or you can add the background, and that is shown, right here in green. But you have other options. There it is in Bella Off-White. Here it is in Pure Glacier Solid, and then there's a couple more. One of them that I'm really, really liking. Well, maybe not on this particular kit, but look at it in Toasty Walnut. Oh, I like that a lot. There's a couple of them where I have some different kinds of background. We have two options for Mariposa. So you've got the more pinky colored option, which we're calling combo 1, and then we have all the blues added in, which we're calling combo 2. These will work the same way. You pick your background. So let me show it to you in Pure Haze. Ooh, so pretty. I wish I had more time so I could make all of these quilts. All right, Sassy Granny. Again, this is another quilt that we have the video tutorials for. But I wanted to show it to you in the Mediterranean. I mean, look how pretty that is. If you are looking for a dark background, that Mediterranean looks really, really good with this collection. And so does Queen Bee. Look at Queen Bee. Oh, that's more my taste right there. All right. Fenvy, always one of our most popular patterns, our most popular kits. It's a newer pattern, so I don't know if that or if it's just favorite because of other reasons. It's a fun quilt to make. But you know, if you're familiar with the Fenvy pattern, it has 2 versions of the quilt you can make. So here is version 1, and that is in the Bella Off-White. And then you can see it in version 2. It reverses, you know, the block, but you have all these that you could, you know, take a look at. Here it is in Mediterranean again. Ah, Pure Haze. Queen Bee. So pretty. All right, so that is Fenvy. Inner Beauty, again, another very, very popular kit and pattern. But here's what Made of Magic looks like in this collection, and I think it is fun. I love the pop of turquoise in the middle of all the browns and pinks and peaches and corals. So a very, very different look from some of my other collections, I think. We don't always make kits for La La Fancy, but it was too good this time to not do it. I love the way that looks. Here it is in the Bella Off-White. Here it is in the Queen Bee. I like that. Atmospheric. So this collection works with, I think, some different shades. I guess because of the, you know, the pops of blue and turquoise. So it's working with some of those different backgrounds a lot better. Little Miss, always popular. Morning Sun. Morning Sun's not one of my most popular patterns, but I really, really love it because I love these Dresdens, and it's not a lot of Dresdens. So if you want to tackle a Dresden quilt, but not like spend, you know, a month or so at it, this would be a good, because it's only got, you know, the 1 whole Dresden plate, and then it's got these quarter Dresden plates. But you get everything for this kit just the way this looks. So you'd get all the fabric you needed for the quilt top. And I think this quilt top, you can scroll down here and see exactly, but yeah, 72 by 72 inches. I should say too, just to clarify, that our kits do not come with the pattern. So if you want the pattern, there's a link right below, you know, the images where you can, you know, add the pattern to your order if you don't already have it. All right, so what else? Let me make sure we don't have it. A few more. Soulshine. Soulshine, you know, you can get just the bundle for the stars and the little snowball corners, or you can, you know, get the background with it. And it shows you, again, what it looks like in all these different backgrounds. Sugar Bear. Same thing with Sugar Bear. So there it is in, I think this is Off-White. Here it is in Queen Bee. Oh, this is really pretty. All right. All right, so that is all the kit listings. All right, I just wanted to give a little reminder that if you purchase in-stock fabric with a pre-order, it will hold up your whole order until that pre-order is ready to ship. So if that's a problem for you, please make 2 separate purchases, or be okay with waiting for whatever was in stock. Whenever you combine those orders like that, we usually cut your fabric that is in stock and it sits on a shelf and waits for your pre-order to get here. So let me get that out of the way, and a reminder again that this collection is shipping late March, early April. All right, So I will be starting a quilt very soon with this collection. I'm really excited about it. Let me know if you have any questions or comments below this video, and thank you for watching.